point you ask, they'll tell you that my mom was my everything. There's a phrase that is out there. A mother's last son is her last true love, and the last son is his first true love, right? So my mother's my first true love. I'm her last true love, and I take that seriously. She's always been there for me. She was a stay-at-home mom. We did farm stuff together. She wanted chickens, so before school every day we would clean chicken shit up, and then we would keep rocking and rolling through it. But we had sheep, goats. We had a lot of bonding time together. We had a lot of stuff in common. We loved sitting on the couch on lazy days. When it's snowing or raining, and just watching a good old movie. I would skip school just to hang out with my mom for sometimes, I would go to first period just so I could say I went, and then, got sick. But, she's been pretty instrumental in my life, and, I think anyone that you talk to about it, any of my buddies, family-wise or any of that, I took it pretty hard, I have the utmost respect for my mother. She was a badass. She fought a whole lot, and it's definitely a way that I would want to go out if I could, is just be a complete badass, and basically what she did with cancer is to tell it to F off, and she did that for 5 years. When she first got diagnosed with it, she was told she only had 3 months left. She lived 5 years. So that's when I tell people, I'm like, she kicked its ass, like she really did. So yeah, no, I know I got on a little rant on there, but she's pretty instrumental in my life, and she'll always be a part of me. So those are the last words that my mother said to me before she passed away. So before I went down to Bristol, she was about 36 days in of passing away, not eating, and she couldn't talk at this point, but she turned over because she told me no matter what, like when she was better, she said, no matter what, I want you to go run Bristol and Vegas. I said, okay, Mom, like I got you. I thought personally, I was like, oh, she'll be gone before then, so I'll have time to, handle everything, right? But that wasn't the case. So I had one week till Bristol, and I had to roll down to North Carolina, get fitted for my seat, work out, make sure I was ready. We go to Bristol, we wrecked the car like once or twice, but we were still fast, and we had an alternator to go out with 12 laps to go. And then I raced on Thursday, and then she passed away Saturday. So then we got special hats made. I have a tattoo, homage that says it over my heart. But yeah, that's from the phrase "pass them all." That's what happened. Was she was able to have a conversation with me, and that was the last thing that she said to me before she passed away. So we were building this fence. She wanted to borrow the truck, and we're like, all right, cool. So when she comes back, me and Dad are still building the fence. She had 3 sheep in the back of the truck, and she said, yeah, y'all need to finish that like today. And it was like at 6 o'clock at night, so we only had 2 more hours of sunrise. So Dad and I are hauling ass to get this built, and then it ended up that we had to do the last piece the next day. I was like, all right, that's fine. So we put them in the barn, but that's probably one of my favorite memories of her. Every time, I think other memories is just us watching TV. She would really get into it, or even tanning was her thing. So we would go out by the pool, we would tan together, stuff like that. Besides that, racing wise deals, she was always there. She every single time, I'd walk into the stands, at Southside or Dominion, she would always say, oh, you gotta come get a kiss. I'm like, Mom, I'm like 17 years old, and she's like, no. So, that's just how she was as a mother. Fantastic mother. So I have a lot of memories, and I could go on and on for hours about that, but yeah.